Good evening and welcome to Express News. I'm Shubhendu Ghosh. Let's begin with the stories. In Chhattisgarh, security forces have neutralized 27 dreaded Maoists in an encounter in Abu Jamad area of Narayanpur district today. The operation by District Reserve Guard was carried out in 4 districts of Narayanpur, Dantewada, Bijapur and Kondagaon based on information that a senior Naxal leader was hiding in a specific area in Abu Jamad. DRG forces have recovered all the bodies and seized arms and ammunition. One Jawan was also martyred in the gunfight. Home Minister Amit Shah termed it as a landmark achievement in the battle to eliminate Naxalism. In a social media post, the minister vowed to eliminate Naxalism before 31st of March next year. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also termed the elimination of Naxals or left-wing extremists as a remarkable success. On X, Prime Minister said that government is committed to ensure a life of peace and progress for all Indians. India began its diplomatic outreach to further expose Pakistan out of the 7 multi-party delegations. The first delegation embarked on its journey today, led by Janata Dal United leader Sanjay Jha. The delegation will travel to Indonesia, Malaysia, Republic of Korea, Japan and Singapore. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha visited the Poonch Brigade headquarters today, where he met Indian Army soldiers and Border Security Force personnel stationed in the area. The LG announced government jobs to the next of kin families of martyred civilians in the Union Territory. On Tuesday, the LG chaired a meeting of Unified Command at the Raj Bhavan in Srinagar. The National Human Rights Commission of India has taken a suo motu cognizance of a media report regarding the arrest and remand to custody of a professor of Asoka University in Haryana. Indian Navy will induct and unveil the name of the ancient Stitch ship during a ceremonial event on 21st May at Naval Base Karwar. India's Minister of Culture Gajendra Singh Shekhawat will preside over the ceremony as a chief guest, formally marking the induction of the ship into the Indian Navy. Union Minister Kirti Vardhan Singh said a total of 750 pilgrims have been selected for this year's Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. He added that selection was done through an online computerized draw in New Delhi. The minister also said first batch of pilgrims will depart for the Yatra on 30th of June, while the last batch of pilgrims will conclude its Yatra on 25th August. Eminent astrophysicist Professor Jayant Narlikar, one of India's best-known scientists, passed away on Tuesday. The veteran astrophysicist was the founder-director of the Inter-University Centre for Astronomy and Astrophysics in Pune, known for his seminal works in the area of cosmology. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed grief over the demise of Professor Narlikar, saying that it is a monumental loss to the scientific community. Prime Minister also said he made a mark as an institution builder, grooming centres of learning and innovation for young minds. Speaking at a debate on maritime security, India's permanent representative to the UN, P. Harish, told the Security Council that countering terrorism and ensuring maritime safety are vital to India's national security and economic interests. Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami participated in the flag-off program of the 3rd Mountaineering Expedition, Shaurya, organized by National Disaster Response Force. World is observing International Tea Day today to honor this timeless drink, acknowledging its rich history, cultural significance and economic impact. The theme this year is Tea for Better Lives. Bharat Biotech's oral cholera vaccine, Helcol, has successfully completed Phase 3 clinical trials. The vaccine will be a major boost in addressing the global shortage of cholera vaccines. Employees Provident Fund Organisation added over 14 lakh net members during March this year. The additions represent an increase of 2.03% in comparison to the members added in February of 2025. The Labour and Employment Ministry has informed that around 7,54,000 new members were enrolled in the EPFO in March. The ministry stated around 4,45,000 new subscribers were added in the 18 to 25 age group. Indian equity indices traded higher on Wednesday. Sensex gains 410.19 points to close at 81,596.63. While NSE Nifty 50 finished at 24,813.45, rising 129.55 points or 0.52%. India's bullion market registered slight change on Wednesday. The price of 24-carat gold traded at Rs 93,807, down from Rs 93,785. While the price of silver increased from Rs 95,755 per kilogram to Rs 95,800 per kilogram. Brent crude futures for July delivery rose by 86 cents, while US West Texas Intermediate crude futures climbed 90 cents to $62.93 in early Asian trading. US stocks fell with the benchmark S&P 500 ending 6 straight sessions of gains under pressure from rising Treasury yields. The Dow Jones Industrial Average snapped 3 consecutive sessions of gains, and the Nasdaq fell after a 2-session winning streak. British inflation surged by more than expected in April. April saw increases in gas, electricity and water prices, alongside higher taxes on employers. British retailer Marks & Spencer has said that highly sophisticated cyber attack would cost it about £300 million in operating profit, with disruption set to run into July. Japanese automaker Toyota unveiled its latest RAV4 on Wednesday, said the compact SUV would be its first model to feature its Arene software development platform. India has rejected the baseless allegation made by Pakistan regarding Indian involvement in the Kuzdar blast in Balochistan province. Russian President Vladimir Putin visited the Western Kursk nuclear power plant for the first time since the conflict escalated between Russia and Ukraine in the nearby areas. The U.S. House Rules Committee began a hearing in the early hours of Wednesday to debate President Donald Trump's tax cut and spending bill. U.S. lawmakers are debating cuts to the Medicaid health program and tax breaks in high-cost coastal states. The United Nations has warned that 14,000 babies could die in Gaza in the next 48 hours unless aid supplies reach critical areas in the enclave soon. UN humanitarian chief Tom Fletcher has warned of a need to flood Gaza with humanitarian aid amid lack of basic food and medical supplies. The UK has paused trade negotiations with Israel over the country's aid blockade in Gaza. The United Kingdom is also summoning the Israeli ambassador to the UK. Russia announced that its forces struck a Ukrainian military airport, while Ukraine said it had shot down Russian military drones over the past 24 hours. Russia's Ministry of Defense said that its force continued operation in multiple areas, targeting Ukrainian military airfield, infrastructure, drone factories, ammunition and fuel depots. Meanwhile, the General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces reported more than 100 battles with Russian troops, with the fiercest fighting taking place in the Kharkovsk region. Top finance ministers from G7 nations gathered on Tuesday in Banff, Canada, to address global economic instability, with Ukraine conflict and US trade policies on the agenda. Ukrainian Finance Minister Sergei Marchenko attended the G7 talk, seeking increased pressure on Russia and support for Ukraine's reconstruction. Meanwhile, Canadian Finance Minister François-Philippe Champagne emphasized solidarity with Ukraine, while US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent faces scrutiny over tariffs and inflation risks. US President Donald Trump unveiled a $175 billion Golden Dome missile defense shield on Tuesday, naming Space Force General Michael Gutland to lead the project. First ordered by Donald Trump in January, Golden Dome aims to create a network of satellites to detect, track, and potentially intercept incoming missiles. US Democratic lawmakers have voiced concern about the involvement of Trump ally Elon Musk's SpaceX, which has emerged as a frontrunner to build key components of the system. The hard-right nationalist George Simeon, who lost the Romania's presidential elections, has asked a top court to annul the election results, alleging coordinated manipulation. China's Ministry of Commerce on Wednesday called the US attempt to globally ban advanced Chinese computing chips a typical move of unilateral bullying and protectionism. The Chinese side stressed that American move deprives other countries their right to develop advanced computing chips and high-tech industries such as artificial intelligence. Japan's Farm Minister Taku Ito resigned on Wednesday after controversial remarks about receiving free rice. His claims sparked backlash amid soaring staple food prices faced by the public. We're going to a short break. There's more coming up.
Welcome to Jaipur.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News on DD India. Let's scan the remaining stories. The fact-check unit of Press Information Bureau dismissed posts carried by various social media channels claiming that central government has issued a high alert on possible rise in temperatures to 55 degrees Celsius between 29th of May and 2nd of June. IMD has issued an alert for South Interior Karnataka, coastal Karnataka, where residents are advised to prepare for heavy to very heavy rainfall. An orange alert is also in effect for Kerala, North Interior Karnataka, Konkan and Goa, Madhya Maharashtra and Marathwada. Delhi recorded temperatures of 41.8 degrees Celsius at 8:30 a.m. on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Weather Department has issued a yellow alert for thunderstorms lightning in Delhi. Heavy rains kept pouring in the northeast Indian state of Assam on Tuesday. State capital Guwahati recorded over 110 mm rains in several areas. Indigo Airlines has issued a travel advisory for Goa on Wednesday due to ongoing heavy rains. The airline issued warnings about possible flight delays or cancellations. Several states across Central America are grappling with severe disruptions following a series of powerful tornadoes. According to authorities, a recent tornado in Tennessee caused significant damage. A footage captured a massive tornado swirling in the city of Athens, Alabama. Officials have urged residents to seek shelter, preferably in underground safe rooms. Heavy rains and strong winds rocked trees during a fierce thunderstorm in Lynchburg, Kansas that knocked out power across a wide area. Heavy rains in Australia's southeast triggered flash flooding and cut off towns on Wednesday. Authorities have issued evacuation orders with rivers staying above the danger levels. Rural towns in Hunter and mid-north coast regions of New South Wales were the worst hit from the downpour. Madame Tussauds London has unveiled a new wax figure of Princess Kate. The lifelike statue celebrates her timeless style, grace, delighting royal fans everywhere. A Kenyan tech firm has created an AI tool that translates speech into sign language in real time using 3D avatar and motion capture technology. Prince William and Princess Kate attended a garden party at Buckingham Palace, a special appearance as she joins the royal event for the first time since beginning of her recovery. Princess of Wales is currently in remission from cancer. At Hebei's scenic area, a unique lion dance wowed crowds, but with a twist. Instead of people, robotic dogs perform traditional dance, captivating everyone with their moves. In Tokyo, the Azuma Odori Festival celebrates its 100th year, bringing together geishas from 19 regions. With graceful performances and traditional music, the event keeps the fading art form alive and appreciated. In Hangzhou province of China, a group of humanoid robots are gearing up for a boxing contest. With intense training and teaching upgrades, these robots are getting ready to step into the ring this Sunday. Bringing tradition to toy machines, Thai artist Kontak Mo Teptian is turning cultural symbols into capsule collectibles. His Himapan Marshmallow series aims to share Thai heritage with global audience. Japan is showcasing military gear and tech at the DSEI exhibition, signaling its growing defense focus and regional security role. Griffin Colapinto and Jack Robinson lit up the waves at the Margaret River Pro in Western Australia, parring through the quarterfinals with standout performance. In Vietnam's Central Highlands, the Drai people continue their tradition rain-praying ritual even as irrigation from Ayun Ha now waters their fields. The festival keeps their culture and spiritual heritage alive. In Denmark's capital, Copenhagen, police dogs are getting unique training inside the city's national aquarium, helping them to stay alert in busy or unfamiliar spaces. Britain's King Charles visited Canada House on Tuesday to mark the 100th anniversary of the country's embassy in London ahead of his trip to Ottawa. Pope Leo XIV held his first general audience at Vatican on Wednesday. He was greeted by crowds as he drove through St. Peter's Square. President Lula da Silva honors several Brazilian artists. The event also celebrated the reopening of the historic Gustavo Capanema Palace. The cast of Eagles of the Republic walked the red carpet at the 78th Cannes Film Festival. The film, which is in competition, is Saleh's third Cairo set feature. Oscar-winning US actor Kevin Spacey received Charity Award in Cannes 2025 for excellence in film and television from the Better World Fund. Iranian filmmaker Jafar Panahi received a standing ovation at the Cannes on 20th May following the screening of his film, It Was Just an Accident. Italian filmmaker Mario Marton returned to Cannes on Tuesday with his latest movie, Fuori, which is a biographical drama screening in the main competition. The star posed together ahead of the premiere film, A Private Life, directed by French filmmaker Rebecca Zoltowski at Cannes. Epic Universe opened its doors to the media on Tuesday to experience 3 worlds it has created in its new theme park, which includes the Super Mario Bros., Mario and Luigi, and How to Train Your Dragon films. Walt Disney Studio has officially launched the teaser trailer of Zootopia 2, the much-anticipated follow-up to its 2016 Academy Award-winning animated feature, Zootopia. British star Simon Pegg has said he has nothing but gratitude for being part of blockbuster franchise like Mission Impossible for 20 years, as he talks about his character Benji. Prime Video's latest entrant in the streaming wars, The Better Sister, had its premiere on Tuesday at New York's Museum of Modern Art. The stars of Karate Kid Legends brought their action film to London on Tuesday as they promoted the latest installment in martial arts drama franchise. Sports. In IPL 2025, Rajasthan Royals beat Chennai Super Kings by 6 wickets on Tuesday. Mumbai Indians are set to host Delhi Capitals in a must-win encounter on Wednesday. Chennai Super Kings icon MS Dhoni became the 4th Indian batter to smash 356s T20s during their fixture against Rajasthan Royals. The Indian Cricket Board has announced that IPL Qualifier 2 and final will take place in western city of Ahmedabad on June 1st and 3rd, respectively. Former South African batter Herschel Gibbs will lead the African Lions in the upcoming Intercontinental Legends Championship. The All India Football Federation appointed Naushad Musa as the head coach of the India Under-23 men's national team. Adrian Karmakar opened India's medal account at the ISSF Junior World Cup on Tuesday with a silver medal on debut in the 50-meter rifle prone event. Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur will square off in a crucial Europa League finals on Wednesday. Portugal coach Roberto Martinez announced the squad for the Nations League semi-final against Germany. Real Madrid's Jude Bellingham is set to undergo shoulder surgery after FIFA Club World Cup. India star peddler Manika Batra crashed out of the World Table Tennis Championship Finals 2025. Meanwhile, Dia Chitale lost against the 3-time Olympian Cheng Yicheng of Chinese Taipei in the round of 64. In men's singles event, Manav Thakkar lost a hard-fought battle against Japan's Tomokazu Harimoto. Just 5 days after clinching the title, Al Ittihad dragged up a 3-2 win against Al Shabab in the Saudi Pro League. And National Football League teams voted in favor of the resolution allowing their players to compete in flag football at the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics. With that, we conclude this edition of Express News. Have a great evening ahead. Namaskar.